So the spooky month of October has been and gone, and we had a mixed bag of films. We had some pretty decent ones, but we also had a couple of stinkers. And as we move into November, we've got plenty to look forward to. For some it might be Thanksgiving or Black Friday, for others it might be the World Cup for example, but how about on movies and TV? Let's get right into it. Starting on November 4th, we have Enola Holmes 2. Just like the original film, this one comes straight to Netflix, and I never actually watched that first film, so I have to give that a go before watching the sequel. I know Millie Bobby Brown's in it and Henry Cavill as well, so hopefully this one's a decent sequel. Also out on that same day on Prime Video is My Policeman. This one's set in 1950s Britain and it stars Tom, a policeman who's played by Harry Styles, and he gets in a same-sex affair with a teacher, so we have a romance drama here. Harry Styles of course was in a recent film called Don't Worry Darling where I thought it was okay, but he struggled on those big moments, so let's see how he does with this one. Another option for you on the 4th is the film Weird, the Al Yankovic story. This is a parody comedy about Weird Al and it stars Daniel Radcliffe as the lead here. Since Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe has done quite a range of roles, so it'll be interesting to see how he does in this one as well. So yeah, if you want to watch this film, it'll be released on the Roku channel. And the last movie to mention on the 4th is an anime film called One Piece Film Red. Now the One Piece anime is quite famous for having loads of episodes. It's over 1,000 episodes it's got now, which, you know, I've never watched any of them. So if I want to catch up, it might take me some time. So I might miss this one, but if you enjoy this anime, I hope you enjoy this film. Moving to November 9th now with a TV series coming back, and that is The Crown with its season 5. The Crown is a very popular show on Netflix, and I think with the recent passing of the Queen, it'll have even more eyes on it. And with this season focusing on a different period in time for the Queen, it means there's some new actors coming into play, such as Imelda Staunton as the Queen, Jonathan Pryce as Prince Philip, and Elizabeth Debicki as Princess Diana. I've only watched the first season, so I probably won't watch this one, but if you do watch it, I hope you enjoy it. Moving to November 11th, and we have the new Marvel film Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Will this be the film to rescue Marvel this year? Because I think this year, compared to their usual standards, has been a pretty crap one. My anticipation for this film was not that high until I saw that first trailer, which, you know, I thought was one of the best trailers I've seen in some time. But I am still on edge in terms of how they construct this film and how they go forward with the character of the Black Panther. One thing I'm though certain on is that they will give Chadwick Boseman a fitting tribute, I'm sure on that. Moving on to November 14th, and we have the Teletubbies coming to Netflix. I haven't got too much to say about this one, but I did watch the original series back in the day, and they have made quite a few changes in this new series. I mean, even Nunu's got a paint job, he's now orange. But yeah, if you do fancy some Tubby custard and Tubby toast, it will be on Netflix. Moving to the 16th of November now, we have a new series coming to Disney Plus called The Santa Clauses. You'll probably be familiar with the Santa Claus films. They started in the 90s with Tim Allen, while he's back again as Santa Claus now in a 4-episode series. I only ever liked the first film from this trilogy. I thought the other 2 sequels weren't that great, so I never really wanted more content from this world, but I might give it a go. I'm not totally sure. I mean, it's our first festive entry on this list, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence about even giving this a go. Also out on that same day is a new Netflix film called The Wonder. This one's set in the Irish Midlands in 1862 and it stars Florence Pugh as a nurse who goes to visit a little girl who stops eating but miraculously stays alive. If you do wish to see this film in the cinema though, it will have a limited release on the 4th of November. Moving a day forward now to the 17th of November, we have a new series coming to Netflix called 1899. This is a German mystery horror series from the same makers of Dark, and that series was very well praised, so I think let's hope this one will also get the same sort of treatment. There's going to be 8 episodes, 1 hour long each. Moving on to November 18th now, we have the release of the film called The Menu. In this one we have an exclusive destination restaurant on a remote island, and we have Ray Fiennes playing a chef who has prepared a very lavish tasting menu. This is a horror comedy film which has plenty of surprises in store. It also stars Anya Taylor-Joy and Nicholas Hoult as well, and it's going to cinemas. Also releasing on that same day is the film Armageddon Time. This is a coming of age story which stars Anne Hathaway, Jessica Chastain and Anthony Hopkins. This film has sort of come out of nowhere as it's only just confirmed its release date over here. In America though, you will be able to watch it a bit earlier on the 4th of November. Also coming out on the 18th on Disney Plus is the film Disenchanted. This is a sequel to the 2007 film Enchanted, and I believe most of the main cast have returned, including Amy Adams as Giselle. This is another sequel where I've not watched the original film, so I might have to do some more catch up here, but I do know that this film has been long in the wait for many fans. And we have yet another film out on the same day, and that is the film called Spirited. This is a musical comedy starring Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds as they retell the very famous story of A Christmas Carol. So if you're going to want a film to help you get into the spirit of Christmas, this one is coming to Apple Plus TV. Getting closer to the end of the month now, on November 23rd, we have the 1-week release of Glass Onion: A Knives Out Mystery. Rian Johnson returns to direct the sequel, and also Daniel Craig returns as well. This film will release on Netflix in December, but if you do want to watch it on that big screen, this is your week to do it. I really enjoyed the first Knives Out film. It's one of my favourite films of that year, and I think with Glass Onion, it's got to be my pick of the month. Also coming out on the 23rd is the new Disney animated film Strange World. Jake Gyllenhaal and Lucy Liu lend their voices to this one, and it's coming out around the same time Moana did in November, and that had a bit of a slow build up but then got that word of mouth and everyone started to enjoy it. And I think that this could be the same because I haven't really heard that much hype about Strange World yet. Another film which is coming to cinemas on that day is Bones and All. This is a romance drama starring Timothée Chalamet as well as Mark Rylance. This one is going to be R-rated and does include some cannibalism, so you have been warned. But if you think that's going to be too much for you, there is a comedy horror series coming out on the same day called Wednesday. The new star of horror, Jenna Ortega, stars as Wednesday Addams, as we have an 8-episode series about the Addams family. When the trailer came out, Twitter were going nuts for it, so hopefully it manages to meet those high expectations. And one more film I want to mention is The Fabelmans, the new Steven Spielberg film that's coming out on November 23rd in the US, but in the UK, we're going to have to wait until January 27th. To the 25th of November, and we have another musical film, this one being Matilda the Musical. This is a film which is based upon the award-winning musical of the same name, which was shown in London's West End, as well as Broadway. Emma Thompson stars as Miss Trunchbull this time round, and it looks to be a good option for families who want to go to the cinema during the festive period. However, another option on the 25th is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. This one stars our usual group of Guardians as well as Kevin Bacon. This will be coming to Disney Plus, and just like Werewolf by Night, this is also titled as a Marvel Studios special presentation, so I expect it to be about an hour long. And on November 30th we have the release of the first episode of the new Willow series. This will serve as a sequel to the 1988 film Willow, and it will star once again Warwick Davis as the lead, and it will be an 8-episode series with 1 episode releasing each week on Disney Plus. So we have quite a selection of films and TV coming out in the month of November, but of course I always miss things with these videos, so let me know anything I missed down in the comments below. And also while you're down there, let me know what you're looking forward to the most. And if you want something else to watch, on screen right now is our review for She-Hulk as well as our review for Ticket to Paradise.